Hey guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and warn you, this might be a little bit of a longer video just because we have a ton of stuff to cover. New units, new events, new equipment, new summons, etc, etc, etc. So apologize in advance if this does go a little bit longer than usual, but I do want to cover everything that we know of. Now I haven't looked at anything as far as unit details yet, but I think we're just going to go ahead and start off with the new Goku. He is a Legends Limited. He was shown off last night in the Twitter preview, so we knew he was coming, but let's go ahead and check him out. Level 3000, 5-star. I mean, Legends Limited, the odds are you're not going to get him to 5-star, but he is a range type, actually. And just for reference, I did pull up Gogeta Blue here because unfortunately we are not able to see the soul boosted stats of his transformation. But we'll go ahead and move Gogeta up here. So Gogeta is also a range type. He has 125,000 blast. Goku has about 5,000 more blast. Okay. Blast defense 81. Gogeta is at 80. Gogeta's strike defense is 80. Goku's is about 82. And then Goku's strike attack is 116. And Gogeta's is 119. And then in terms of health, Goku has a little bit more. So overall, Goku has a little bit higher stats. We'll just take a look at him in this state for now. So his main ability is You'll Pay. Transform into Super Saiyan, restore own ki by 40. Okay, so it's similar to Gogeta's, because Gogeta's also restores 40. But then in addition to that, he also gets plus 30% damage inflicted. Interesting. So he turns into Super Saiyan, gets ki, and then also damage inflicted. Very, very good main ability. This is probably the best transforming main ability we have. And then his unique is Pride, inflicted damage up. Damage inflicted increases according to the number of timer counts elapsed with current character. So 5, 30% damage inflicted, 10 is 50% damage inflicted, and then it resets after character switches. So you're going to want to stay in with this guy for a long time. So it also says transformation, so I assume that once he transforms, that counter will reset or go away depending on what he picks up here, but I assume it'll be the same. Not so fast, reduces damage received by 40% for 5 timer counts when this character enters the battlefield. So he kind of has pseudo cut. Cover cut here. It isn't specifically cover cut, but it's gonna act as sort of like a ghetto cover cut, I guess. And then he restores own ki by 20. When he evades its enemy attacks with this guy is very similar to Gogeta, because Gogeta has like the same exact thing. Restore ki by 20 when his character evades its enemy attack with a vanishing step. And then he restores ki by 20 also. And then restores own health by 5% when 2 allies are defeated. So this is one of those like Bojack type units where he wants to be the last one alive so that he can get health back. And then as far as his special, Kamehameha, major impact damage, 15% special move damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, so he wants to continuously spam the Kamehameha, I guess. And then extra, which we saw in the video, Giant Swing, plus 15% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts upon activation. And then he restores own Vanish Gauge by 40% upon activation. And it inflicts force switching. That's really good, but the question is, it looks like based off of this, that this is going to be a like a lunge forward ability. So I don't know how good that is technically with restoring Vanish, so you pretty much have to hit your opponent with it. Otherwise you're going to be like vulnerable to get countered. Hold strike and a blast, and then Saiyans, and then Super Saiyan. Yeah, so I assumed he would get this. So it's actually blast and strike attack. Very good. I wasn't hoping, but I was kind of thinking maybe he would have gotten a 7-star buff. I'm glad they didn't go with that. That's good. But that's a huge buff, especially if you get him to 5 stars. 30% of both offenses for Saiyan and Super Saiyan. That's like crazy. One of the best buffs in the entire game, by far. Let's see what he's like in Super Saiyan. Okay, so you've really made me mad. Draw a special move arts card next, which is the blue card. Minus 10 to own strike and blast arts cost for 60 timer counts. Plus 40% to own ki recovery for 60 timer counts. So you basically just going to want to pop this as soon as you can, because 60 timer counts is like, it's infinite time. Let's settle this now. Plus 50% of blast damage inflicted when 2 allies are defeated. So this actually, I think, changes, yeah. Does it? I think so. Maybe it doesn't. No, is it the same? No, it's different, yeah. 50% blast damage inflicted when 2 allies are defeated. So again, wants to play off the fact that He wants to be the last one alive. Damage inflicted increases according to the number of timer counts elapsed with current character, up to 70. And then, so 5 counts is 40, and then 10 is 70. Resets after you have to switch. So, if you're in for 10 counts, and he's the last one alive, you're getting 120% blast damage. And then 70% to all of the damage. You can never destroy what I am. Reduces damage received by 40%, so similar. Restores own key by 25 when his character evades, that goes up by 5. And then restores on health by 50%, and minus 15 to own special move arts cost when 2 odds are defeated. So pretty much gains 5 more ki when he dodges, and then minus 15 to own special move arts cost. And then here is massive damage. That's what I want to see, because massive is a big difference over major. It deals massive impact damage, 50% of special move damage inflicted upon activation. Good. Counter will activate upon enemy's arts attack while on fighting pose. Oh, so this is a counter. So what I was getting from the Twitter post was that this was going to be sort of like the cooler / pod Frieza super attack, where it would just override other people's super attacks. But this is actually more so of a counter. So this is going to act like, I guess, Janemba's special move, where he like uses his counter against blast arts. But I guess we'll have to see how this works in the game, because this isn't really telling me that much about how it functions. Then he gets plus 50% of special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts once the counter is activated. Nullifies enemies to restore health when it reaches 0. So he affects endurance, or he bypasses endurance. So pretty interesting. I think this is a really, really good. I mean, we'll see how it works, but I assume it'll be similar to Janemba's, which will be really nice. And then same thing, giant swing. 50% damage inflicted, benching it with 40. And this is new. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 50% impact damage received for 30 timer counts. And that's important because impact. And then this is also massive impact damage. So yeah, this guy looks really, really good. I think I don't think this guy's better than Super Vegito, but I think it's honestly, this is gonna make sure that this guy's on every single team in the game, essentially. That is at least using some sort of Saiyans. Like, even on Fusion's team, this guy will probably at least be on the bench. This is so stupid, this buff. I didn't think they would ever do a double attack buff for Saiyans, but they did, so interesting. So now we're moving on to the actual important character, Final Form Frieza Full Power. Let's see what his stats are like. That's a lot of defense. So he's a defense type. Kind of assumed that based off of his kit that we saw in the preview, but let's pull up another defense type just to compare. This guy's defense type, right? Yeah, let's take a look at him. If you notice, Full Power Frieza's second highest stats overall in the game. So where's that Goten? Or this guy. Let's move him here. So 17 has 87, 89, and it, just keep in mind this guy has like insane stats. Frieza has 86, 89, so pretty similar. And then he has 120, 121. This guy has 114, 121. So Frieza has slightly more strike attack. And then this guy has 1.26 million. Frieza's 1.31. So pretty comparable stats to 17, which is not a bad thing at all because 17 is very, very good. But this guy's typing is A1 because yellow is what you want to be right now with so many purples running around in the meta. So I like that typing a lot. And then in terms of Ki Restore and Critical, so he's both better. He's better Ki Restore and Critical, so nice. So I'll be the one who kills you. Try Special Move Arts card next. Plus 50% of blast damage inflicted. Interesting. And then plus 100% to the next Special Move damage inflicted requirements, 15 timer counts. So that's pretty good, because if you notice, he has a slightly higher blast attack. Drawing a Special Move Arts card is also really good because he buffs the damage you deal with it. And that is, it's very powerful. This reminds me of actually, if we go here, this reminds me of Gogeta, because he draws a Special Move Arts card and then gets plus additional damage. But this is like 100%, and he draws the card. Like, that is insane. This is my 100%. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Restore own ki by 50 when he just enters, and 50% of damage inflicted. And minus 20 to Special Move Arts cost. This guy's insane. I'm trying not to be biased, because obviously I will be biased, but this seems really, really good. This entire passive just seems really good. Or unique, sorry. So he enters, he gets 50% to damage inflicted, then he pops this, he gets 50% blast damage inflicted. Let's see what this says. I ain't losing. Reduces damage received by 50% till combo ends, so cover 50%. And then reduces enemy ki by 35 when changing cover. What do you know? What does this guy do? Reduces ki by 30 and reduces 50. So this guy's even better. And then plus 2 to substitution count because of cover cut. And then restores 1 health by 20 only once when it reaches 0. So pretty much Zamasu right there. But this is a very powerful ability. It basically ensures that your opponent's combo just ends right there. Okay, and then Death Saucer. I was kind of hoping this would be major. I mean, massive, but unfortunately it's major. Applies the following effects to self-spawn activation. Nullifies enemies' restore health when it reaches 0 effects when his character attacks for 3 timer counts. 100% chance to inflict heavy bleed. So he actually nullifies endurance with his special move. So okay, so this guy basically wants to pop this and then use this on an enemy that has endurance, and that'll basically ensure that they die just flat out. His extra or special skill is Nova Strike, plus 30% of damage inflicted for 10 timer count. That's a lot. Not many units get that high of a damage, just straight up damage boost. Counter will activate upon any of the following attacks from enemy when this character is charging forward with special skill. Tap shots, blast arts, special move arts, and awakened arts, excluding certain forward dashing moves. So I think what this means is that basically any move, any arts card that your opponent uses is going to get countered, except for like maybe an ultimate skill that dashes forward, and also maybe except for something like this card where you see he's dashing forward when using this. But I'll have to test him out to see what that actually means. I'm hoping for double defenses for Z-Ability. We'll see. Blast defense, strike. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. Nice. I'm happy with that. 100% fine with that. So this guy's looking very good. You're going to want to probably build him slightly more blast oriented, I would say. But personally, I'm probably going to end up building this guy more defensive just because he's a defense type and his defenses are insane, plus his health is very high. And I think the Lineage of Evil team and Frieza Force team both need a very good tank. Give granted, Metal Cooler is still very good, but I mean, this guy just destroys Metal Cooler. Like, it's not even close. And then we have some. So we have this banner is just a regular one after the step up is over. This is the actual step up itself. Then we have Legends Super Saiyan. So let's take a look at each of these. Oh yeah, let me. Does this ticket banner up? Oh yeah, it's right there. Okay. So let's take a look. What is this? This is just, okay, so we'll take a look at that last. So this should be the step up. Okay, so you get, so what it looks like to me is you, it's basically a repeat of the anniversary because you return to step 4 after 7. So 10 characters with 500 crystals, very good. 700 crystals for a multi, and then just multi, and then a free multi. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is step 4. So you go 4, 5, 6, 7, and you go back to 4. So it's literally the same exact thing as the anniversary, except it costs, I believe it costs 5 tickets to do a ticket multi. Yeah, 5 7 tickets. So anniversary was 7. This one's 5, so it's a little bit better. Take a look at the rates here. They actually do have both Blue Vegeta and Goku on the banner, as well as Blue Gogeta. So that's pretty nice. I mean, given their rates are extremely low, but and the reason for that is because we have all 6 of these units at 1%. So we have this Frieza, Cooler, Golden Frieza, and then all 3 of these guys at 1%. So the remaining 1% is then distributed evenly among the rest of the units. We also do have the EX Chilled, Slug, Bulma, and Future Trunks right here. We actually do also have this guy, these 2 Bardock guys here. Future Gohan on here? I don't think so. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Where is Goku? It doesn't look like Goku's even available on here. He's probably going to be limited to tickets. Is he? Well, I mean, he's right here, so... Hold on a second. Oh no, he's right here. Yeah, so he's 0.25%. I don't really like 0.25%. It's the same thing as Vegeta was, and we all know how that went. What's his? Let's go to the ticket banner for a second. So you need 5 tickets, and then scroll down. Okay, okay, so they made this guy 15. I was kind of hoping they'd leave it at 20 because that's how it used to be. That's kind of annoying. But then Goku's 5, same thing Vegeta was, and then Beerus and Goten are both on here at 2.5 each, so wouldn't really count on pulling any of these guys. This guy just has a very low drop rate, but I mean, I don't know. You're probably going to end up pulling one of these, because 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 15, so that's 40% among these. And then 45 with this guy, and then 5. So basically, from here down, those are all 50%, and then everything else adds up to, should add up to 50. So 2%. There should be 25 like quote unquote unfeatured sparkings. So you've half of a chance of pulling like an unfeatured versus one of these ones that you really want, unless you really want like one of these, which I wouldn't blame you. So that's that. Let's take a look at this banner real fast, because I actually do think this banner is very, very good. Like, very underrated banner. You have, well, except for this guy, because I assume most people have this guy maxed out. But you do have 6 very good sparkings. Broly's still very good. This Goku is... Listen, this Goku is so good for the Sun Family team. And this Broly's really good for movies. This guy's good for Sun Family. GT Goku's still really good just for any Saiyan team. And then Bardock, you guys know how good Bardock is. And it looks like this will have dailies. They started doing the thing where they add dailies for just like these specific tag banners, which I think is nice, because they used to not have them. And I don't know what this is. Oh, this is the one. This is the thing where you use 1,000 crystals on this, and you get like a guaranteed sparking. You can do it if you want. I don't know. The odds of you pulling something really good are really high, so it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to do that if you were missing any of these guys. So up to you. Now let's take a look at some equips. I have not looked at these yet. So I think we have 6 new equips, so we'll just go through them pretty quick. Future and ranged, so that's for the new Gohan most likely. Strike defense, blast attack, very good. Again, see how weighted it is, but pretty solid. I don't even know how you get any of these, but we'll see. So we actually have like a new one of these OP Legends Limited specific equips. So this is for Goten. So he gets... And this is the Awakened version, I believe. Let me just make sure that that's correct. Is this the Awakened version? It's not the Awakened version. They do not currently have an Awakened version of this equip yet, so expect it to get an Awakening in the future, because they all have thus far. Special move, ultimate damage, up to 20, very high. So own strike and blast defense for each Sun Family. That's very good. And then blast attack for each Sun Family battle member when this character enters the battlefield. So up to 24% blast. Yeah, this equipment is insane. And we'll get to this event later, but that's going to be a new event that's coming. Yeah, this is very good. I like this equipment a lot. And then there's this one, you will pay. So lineage equipment. Base strike defense, blast defense, and then blast attack for each lineage of evil. This is very good equipped for this new Frieza. I mean, that's literally... it's not this guy. That's literally the reason they probably made this, is because this guy's more blast oriented because of this right here. So, yeah, this is going to be insane for that Frieza. Both defenses as well. Definitely going to farm that. Then we have this. You're sure to win. For Saiyans, just general. Blast defense, blast attack, and then special move damage. Not bad. Not the best, but definitely solid. It seems there's still some rubbish left. Oh, it looks like they're adding Scream to the Frieza event. That's where you get this from. This is for Frieza Force. Blast attack, strike defense, and then blast defense. Solid. Yeah, I like this a lot. This is also really good for that new Frieza. But the thing is, if you're running a Lineage of Evil team, you might not be running all Frieza Force members, because if you're running like any of the cooler units, this is not going to activate fully, so I guess this is more situational to the Frieza Force team. Actually, let's hold on a second. It doesn't tell me where to get this from, so I assume that this is a PvP equip. And then this is from the event, this is from the event, this is from the event, this is from the Scream of the Frieza event. Actually, this is also not listed, so I think this one or the other one that we just looked at, the Gohan one, could both be from PvP, but I don't know. So this is Saiyan ranged, which Goku is, the new Goku. He gets base strike defense, blast defense, and then blast attack for each Saiyan, so yeah, this is also very good. I could see this being in the PvP equip because it's more generalized, and the last slot always tries to screw you over in some way. So probably gonna be the PvP equip there. And this is actually the new event, so I'll be the one who kills you. And I assume this is looking to me like it's going to be something like the Cell event or the Broly event, where it goes up to like a lot of battles. And yeah, I assume that's how you get the Goten equipment, right? Yeah, the Goten equipment, like all the Masters Pack stuff. And you got the equips too, right? Like you got the where was it? Yeah, this new one. Like most of the new ones that we looked at, you get from this event. And then give me 1 second because on the Twitter, they are actually showing off some new stuff that I wanted to just talk about real fast. Shouldn't take too long to pull it up. Let's take a look here. So there's a new campaign. It looks like so you collect tropical juice with event exclusive job requests and exchange them for great rewards. So at first I thought this was going to be like the Wish Upon a Star event, but actually it's not. It looks like you just get like the event. I guess job requests are adventures. So I guess you obtain special adventures from stories in PvP, and then you use those to get this, and then with this you exchange those for like all this stuff. So USC 14 tickets, Masters Pack 2 tickets, Masters Pack 1, etc., etc., skip tickets, energy tickets, souls, whatever. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Makes it more natural. You don't have to keep farming a specific event for that, which I like. And then they also mentioned that there is a ticket banner. I think I can actually pull that up. Let me go to tickets. I believe I saw somebody pull this up earlier. Yeah, so this, which is, we'll talk about that in a second. But basically, you can get up to 160 free tickets. That's 16 multis with tickets from limited login bonus and daily missions. So shouldn't be too hard to obtain. But this is the banner. You're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units like always. Oh, actually no, it's more than that. But those. Okay, so they actually do not have increased rates. It's just a mixed bag of stuff. This Videl, easily one of the best extremes in the game. But yeah, what do they have up to? So they have this. So it looks like they have up to the GT banner, I guess. Except they don't have like Goku or Vegeta, just rolled out for some reason. But yeah, I mean, 16 free multis on this banner, not too bad. It's gonna be completely random what you pull because they're all the same rate and there's like a billion sparkings, but yeah, pretty nice. I mean, 16 free multis, nothing to really complain about. But other than that, I think that's pretty much everything. Let me just take a look at Scream real fast for this, and then we can call it a video. Scream, yeah, looks like, yeah, so let's just go all the way down here. This is Scream, yeah, this is just only available on Scream. Just as like the, what do you call it, the challenge battle? Scream, yeah, this is where you get the new equip. Okay, interesting, I like that. Keep adding more difficult to old events. So overall, I think this is a pretty good update. You get a lot of free stuff from this and this as well. I like how they changed this because you're not forced into doing a specific event. You can just sort of, do it naturally as you play PvP or whatever to get those requests. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this banner because, I mean, this guy's nuts, but I'm really hunting for the Frieza. Yeah, the rates are a little bit rough, but hopefully I can get lucky. Do I recommend summoning? I would say, let's just go back here real fast. Where's the banner? I would say do this step for sure, and I would do this step for sure. So I would use like 1,200 crystals because that's a pretty decent discount. You get half off here, and then what is that, like 30% off here? So I think that's pretty worth it. And then gauge what happens on those two steps, and then you can decide for yourself whether you want to keep going or not. But I think doing definitely the first two steps is a pretty good idea. Even if you're saving up crystals, I still think like taking advantage of that is pretty good. And then even might want to consider summoning on this one because this one's pretty good as well. But if you're on the fence, I would say just skip because this is gonna come back more than once. So that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I apologize for it being a little bit longer, but you know, this is a bunch of stuff I had to cover. Let me know if you guys are excited, if you guys are pulling. I wish you luck. Should have a summoning video coming out shortly, because I do plan on summoning right when the banners go up. From the time I'm filming this right now, it'll go up in 40 minutes. So, gotta go prepare for that. But hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the summon video.